Hello everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood librarian, Jessie. In this video, I will go over some of the basics for searching databases for legal research, including case law and statutes. This will not be comprehensive as these databases are very extensive. Westlaw in particular is mostly used by lawyers, paralegals, and law librarians, so it's harder to navigate than your average research database. I will only be showing you the basics of searching, but you can seek out tutorials that are more in-depth if you are interested. I'm going to cover 4 main databases for this video: Westlaw, Hein Online, ERIC, and Academic Search Complete. You have access to all 4 of these through UW Oshkosh libraries. You may hear about the Lexis database in your research, but we no longer subscribe to that database here. Each database helps with different aspects of this type of research, which I'll go over. First, to get to these databases, go to the UW Oshkosh Libraries website. You can get there by Googling UW Oshkosh Libraries, going to library.uosh.edu, or you can find it in the Titan Services menu on any UWO site. From the library homepage, click on Resources by name. Hovering over it only gives you the most used databases. After you've clicked, use the alphabet on top to navigate to any of the databases I'm showing you. Once you've clicked on a database, you'll be prompted to log in with your net ID and password. Mine did not because I've already logged in. This is the same login as your Canvas and your Oshkosh email address. If you have any issues logging in, please contact our IT help desk at 920-424-3020. Let's start with Westlaw. Westlaw is usually a good first step because you can find the full text of case law, statutes, and regulations, etc. In the search bar, type the name or number assigned to the case. On the drop-down menu on the right, you can indicate which courts, states, or jurisdiction the case is in. Unfortunately, the search can be a bit clunky, and sometimes it doesn't bring up the case even with the name. In these cases, try finding the legal citation. You can usually find it with a quick Google search of the name and citation next to it. A citation is usually a few numbers and abbreviations that are a sort of code as to what court it came from and other information. For example, here's the citation for the Supreme Court case Kennedy v. Bremerton School District. If you're having trouble getting the right court case, using the advanced search might be helpful. Once you see your list of results, you may find the case on the list more than once. That can be for a variety of reasons. Usually, your best bet is to prioritize the most recent case unless you are specifically looking at a lower court ruling. I've searched Kennedy v. Bremerton School District. The page that shows up first when you click is the Document tab. This is the case itself. If you scroll down, you'll see the headnotes, which give you help understanding the important legal issues brought up in this case. On the right, at the top, you'll see Brief It, which will give you a concise summary of the case. Next to the Document tab, you'll see Filings, which comprise the trial court documents that you can look through. The Negative Treatments tab shows any negative history of the case. This refers to other cases that have either challenged or overturned the case you are looking up, or if they refer to it in a negative way. The red flags that you occasionally see next to cases also show this. Attorneys use this feature to distinguish which cases to use for precedent. The History tab shows how the case moved through the courts. The Citing References tab shows you other cases that have cited this specific case. The table of authority provides a list of cases that this case cited. If you don't have a specific case, you can browse through different cases on the homepage by clicking on Cases here. Obviously, there is a lot more to look at on Westlaw, but it's mostly for lawyers creating legal cases. You can find more in-depth tutorials if you search on Google or YouTube. Next, we're going to look at Hein Online. Hein Online is another legal research database that's similar to Westlaw. It can be helpful to check it for analysis of a case, however, although the information may not be as current as Westlaw. Let's try a search for the same case in Hein Online. Similarly to Westlaw, I'll use the name of the case as the key word. You'll usually see more results than you would get in Westlaw. This is because it pulls from many legal journals and law review type publications. You will see more analysis of the case in Hein. Just click on the title to see the documents. You can save them as PDFs, email them to yourself, or create a permanent link to the page if you want to come back to this document later. Unfortunately, there are some documents that we don't subscribe to that you'll see in the result list. You can take these out by using the filters on the left. Take a look through the other filters as you may find them useful. The last databases that I want to cover are the EBSCO databases, ERIC, and Academic Search Complete. I'm mentioning these together because you can search them both at once. Let me show you how. From the UW Oshkosh Library's website, this time you can hover over the Resources by Name button and select Academic Research Complete from the top. Now, on the actual page of the database, click where it says Academic Search Complete, and you'll see a list of all of the EBSCO host databases that we subscribe to. Scroll down and find ERIC on the list and check the box. Then click the Select button on the bottom right. Now you're ready to search. In these databases, you can also search by the name of the case, but you might try keyword searching as well. Although you could do keyword searching in Westlaw and Hein Online, EBSCO databases are more effective with keyword searches. Let's try a quick sample search. After I put the name of the case, I might put another keyword in the second box if I had one, or maybe if I wanted to focus on a specific aspect of the case. For this search, however, I will just do the name. After that, I will click Search here. From the list of results here, you can select the filters that you want, such as the peer-reviewed filter for scholarly text only, or specifying the source text. If you chose news or magazines, that would take them out if you chose the peer-reviewed filter. You can also change the publication date, and all filters on the left will take you to more options. But scroll through the list of results, and when you found one that you like, click on the title. From there, you can download the article as a PDF or HTML full text, see more information about the article, and you can find the citation and a shareable link, a way to upload it to your Google Drive or to email it to yourself. Finally, I want to highlight two specific free websites that can be helpful. If you've been doing Google searches for cases, these may have already come up in your results. The first is OYE, which is a free project created by Cornell's Legal Information Institute and Chicago-Kent College of Law. It will only be helpful if the case you're looking at is a Supreme Court case, though, as it is an archive of all recorded audio from Supreme Court cases. The second is WEX, also provided for free by Cornell's Legal Information Institute. It is essentially a legal dictionary and an encyclopedia. When you search for it in Google, make sure that you type in WEX Legal, as there are other WEX websites. You can browse terms here or search for a specific term on the first page. Otherwise, your best free sources of information will be congress.gov and other similar federal websites, in addition to the Wisconsin State Legislature website for Wisconsin-specific resources. You can find all of these easily through Google. Hopefully this video will help acclimate you to the very basics of researching these very complex cases and legislation. If you need any assistance, please feel free to email me at ammondsj@uwash.edu. Good luck with your research!